Faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things unseen. Without it, it's impossible to interact with God. Hope deferred makes the heart sick, said King Solomon, but when the desire comes, it is a tree of life. But now these three remain: faith, hope, love. But the greatest of these is love, declared the Apostle Paul. When it's all said and done, the things that inspire and drive the human spirit to its most lofty plateaus, faith, hope, and love, will withstand life's complex seasons and infuse us with the most vital energy for the journey. But why? Let's investigate these three core ingredients and marinate them with some thoughts and considerations which, once baked in the oven of our spirits, will disperse a remarkable effect upon the way we live our lives. Faith, the ethereal definite. There are believers, and there are those of us who want to believe. But while faith is a decision, it's not wrong to desire some intellectual basis on which to predicate our faith. If you look at life and consider its very complexity, we realize we are traversing in a very complex realm indeed. Somewhere in our consciousness, whether in our conscious or subconscious mind, we are aware of the spiritual dimension. This is due mainly to the fact that if we talk about our mind, although we normally consider it to be in our head or part of our brain, the truth is that the mind, like the other heart, the one which doesn't pump the blood, exists in a dimension beyond the physical. You can't cut someone open and take out the heart they fall in love with. Our mind and heart are essentially our personality. They are our soul, who we really are. A body without a soul is like a car without a driver, immense potential but no life. When we interact with others, we interact mainly with their soul, their mind and heart. Science has reached a stage where we realize that what we think about has a direct impact upon what occurs in the physical dimension. Physicists and psychologists are becoming more deeply aware of this through the study of quantum physics and the related sciences. We all know having a good attitude and adopting an optimistic approach can have dramatic effects upon life's outcomes. But faith extracts the nectar from this and applies it to all arenas of life. Essentially, a life of faith maintains a steady optimism and confident attitude, aware that all things work together for good, and that you are co-creating with the Almighty a life of destiny and purpose. The resulting hope. Once faith has been established, it produces immense hope. Hopelessness is a great poison and cause for much depression, because when we believe we can't do anything about a situation, we are prone to give up. But even a slight ray of hope in an almost impossible appearing situation ignites energy and a will to press on, which can be so vital and often is the underlying factor that enables us to make a decision or steer in a direction that ultimately causes the obstacles arrayed in our path to be removed and a way to be made where there had been no way. Hope stands because of love. Ultimately, faith in a God of love produces hope, because we realize the thoughts He thinks towards us are good, not ill, to give us a future and a hope. Therefore, when the love of God has shone into our hearts, our hope will not be disappointed, because with faith we are able to interact with God, and with His infinite resource and love toward us, the impossible can become possible. To conclude, in a life of complex emotional and physical experiences, when we have faith, hope and love balancing our lives, however divergent the stream may appear to be meandering, we have an anchor for the soul, which will bring us stability and fortitude to weather life and create alternate outcomes. Outcomes, I dare say, considerably more desirable than if we were to not include these key components.